What's poppin', y'all? It's kind of like I anticipated this coming. The last video I did where we kind of talked about Ye and the hypocrisy where he had some standards for his wife before they separated, and then Kim Kardashian I'm referring to. And then even after, he was saying, oh, this is not a good example for kids. This is what she's doing, this and that. Yet, we saw Ye recently, not only the Yeezy rave, but disrespecting the cross of his religion, as well as how his wife was dressed in the previous video that I mentioned. But now he's even taken it another notch. Kanye West and his wife Bianca Censori have reportedly been banned from a Venice boat company following recent behavior on board one of its vessels. The rapper, who legally changed his name to Ye, was photographed with Australian architectural designer Censori enjoying a boat ride in Venice at the end of August. However, some of the pictures showed the pair in a somewhat compromising position. Was snapped with his trousers down and his bottom exposed. Yeah, he had his cheeks out in these photos. It's crazy. While Censori appeared to be crouching between his legs. Following the release of the photos, the boat company issued a statement declaring that the famous couple are no longer welcome on future trips. Both West and Censori have been banned from using the company's services. The spokesperson for the company said the following. The statement added that if the driver had witnessed the couple engaging in any lewd behavior, they would have immediately disembarked and reported the transgressors to those in authority. In addition, there was a third person on board the taxi who accompanied Mr. and Mrs. West, who obstructed the captain's views to the stern in any case. So what's the excuse now? A bunch of people were saying, Ye's wife is dressing like that. That's not an example that he's setting for his kids, which it is. If Ye chose a new wife, and that wife is not an example that he wants to set for his daughters, then why would he choose her? It's basically saying like, hey, I'm your father. This is what I like. This is what you should emulate. And it's not much different than Kim Kardashian. But people were using that excuse, saying, nah, that's his life, blah, blah, that has nothing to do with them. All right, but this is Ye now. So Ye just went on that I say just. It feels, that's how good Donda was, that it feels like it was just yesterday that the thing dropped. It doesn't feel like it was 2 years ago at all. I'm looking, maybe because the Donda 2 saga kind of carried it over, although Donda 2 was a bit of a mess, or a catastrophic mess, if we're being honest. I don't even know what the official Donda 2 is. I think they had it on the STEM players or whatever, but regardless. So Ye, now this dude got his cheeks out, not very Christ-like, but yeah, he's setting a terrible example, not only for his children, because, I'm not going to talk about all of that or go too deep into that, but just in general, like, it's like, yo, what are you doing? Did they clone Ye? Because this is night and day, the Kanye West or Ye that we saw just a year ago, maybe. Definitely not the Ye from Donda, not even the Ye from, his saga when he was doing all these podcast appearances and stuff like that. So what's going on? I mean, did they get him back on the meds? Is this Ye on the meds? And if this is Ye on the meds, is this better than before? I mean, people aren't even being critical of him when he's doing this, when this is wild behavior. I personally don't know what's going on with him, although I do think that Ye kind of exists in cycles. Or what's the graph? Is it a sine graph? Yeah, it might be a sine graph where it just goes like up and down. So throughout Ye's entire career, we've seen him go from like super degenerate and then go into faith, and it ebbs and flows, and then degenerate, and then into faith, and then degenerate, and then into faith. And this is a constant, it's such a nice piece of art because it's a consistent struggle that Ye has had, and he's exhibited publicly, not only through his music, but in real life, like we're seeing here. And I wonder what kind of mental toll it takes when he has children, and he obviously doesn't want them to be engaging in this type of behavior. His daughters, at least. Son, I would hope as well. Yet, he's still doing it anyway. He knows he's going to get caught. He's also been walking around barefoot. He also gave this chick his, what is it called? Power of attorney. So now she has a lot of power to sign on his behalf. We have such little info on what's been going on with Ye, and I don't even know what it's going to lead to. It's got me kind of raising my eyebrows. People are making the clone comments, accusations. No, I don't think he's cloned. I don't think there's clones walking amongst us. I really don't. I'm going to keep it a buck. I think the initial clone was fake. Yeah, we going to spin the conspiracy on y'all. People are saying, yo, this guy's cloned, this guy's cloned. Well, I'm saying the initial clone was fake. Yeah, they faked all that. Now, people are going to say, nah, man, they hid it. And then they hid the clone or the dolly or whatever it was, the sheep, or they hid the technology and they're using it. Nah. If they were using it, wouldn't they use it on like world leaders? Just assassinate a guy and then, like, for example, I'm veering way too off track. I'm not gonna do that. All right, back on topic. Ye. Circling back to the music topic now, because Ye's been acting up. Man, this is foul. Y'all can't be co-signing this, what he's been doing right now. But he has been working on music. He spent a lot of time in Europe. He was in Japan before. I think he's in Germany now. He had just been in Italy. He did the concert with Travis Scott in Italy. Travis Scott was showing love to him. Are we going to get new music from Ye? It is September. I don't think we're getting anything before the end of the year. Usually the rollout for Ye is like 3 to 4 months when he's simultaneously making the album and saying that it's going to release any day now. Also, the industry shuts down in a couple months, like maybe like end of November, a little bit after Thanksgiving. So a lot of people are off. So it would probably be sometime top of the year, maybe March-ish if we were to get something from Ye. I do want to see something. Also, we haven't seen any big moves that he's made. Because keep in mind, when Ye wasn't dropping music, the big moves that he was making had to do with his Yeezy brand. And in part, partnership with Adidas, which is no longer a thing. I mean, they're still selling some of his stuff, which was selling out like crazy. Are they going to reconcile and give him back his deal, which they should? And it's funny because the ADL is kind of going through their own thing, and they're the ones that applied pressure for Adidas to drop Ye. So that's been an interesting series to watch unfold. With all that being said, I hope Ye is able to drop us some new music, man. And I say that without needing to hear new music from Kanye West, because I've got my fill. Will I be listening to new Ye? Yeah, absolutely. First day. He's probably the only artist. Not even Drake. Travis Scott, I waited a couple of days. Drake, I didn't listen to first day. If Ye drops, I'm definitely listening to first day. I think that's the only artist right now that I would listen to immediately and not miss it out. But yeah, I want to see what's the next big move. Ye 24 was a thing. I don't know if that's still a big team or whatever's going on with that. Although I'm not really invested into Ye 24 as much as I am anything music or fashion related or entertainment or just something cool. I remember when he was talking about domes and when he was doing the Sunday service and when he wanted to move to Wyoming. That was interesting. Sustainability, things like that. So I want to see what Ye's been cooking up, and hopefully when he comes back and shows face and is ready to be in the public limelight again, he's, number one, gotten a pair of shoes since he's been walking around barefoot or in socks, which is just a little bit, that's crazy. I mean, you got to get super ashy off that, right? And that's completely disregarding all the germs and how disgusting the streets must be. Yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think we're going to get a Ye album anytime soon? Do you think we are going to see Ye reconcile with Adidas? Do you think his next big move is still going to be Ye 24, or do you think that's kind of deaded? Also, what about Balenciaga? Are they going to reconcile? Because they had their own thing going on. They kind of had two separate cancellations, one Balenciaga, one Ye. So maybe, everything's cleared, PEMDAS, or however the negative times a negative equals a positive. Maybe they're both cleared to work with each other now. It'll be interesting to see. But the rap game, hip-hop, in general, culture really is always feels like there's a void when Ye's not active. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.